everyone, welcome to Face to Face with Face on Fridays. This is episode 12, and today you just see Mark and I sitting here, and that's because there have been quite a few questions about what Mark does on stage, which is, it's sort of important, I guess. So
it feeds my ego.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Just the rhythm section. We are the smallest members of Face, you might say.
We're usurping Face to Face this week.
And maybe the most important. But you might not notice it sometimes. Anyway,
you never have to know.
Here are some of the questions for Mark.
Okay, shoot.
All right.
You are not the most important.
Hey. From Amy Sturman. How much does Mark really spit, spray, splatter?
Gross, super gross.
They refer to it as my splash zone. Considered bringing tarps for the front few rows like Gallagher shows.
Totally.
It's one of the embarrassing but true. You move a little bit of moisture as you move in the air, and I have been known to have to trade capsules. I essentially put on a new microphone in the middle of a show sometimes because of that. So,
and if you see that like hazard bag on the side of the stage, that's where we put those capsules that have been used.
Yeah, they don't touch mine.
It's a little bit scary.
I'll be honest, sometimes I do get self-conscious about it when we're on the stages with lots of lights, because I know the lights sometimes you can kind of see the spray. So I'm like, okay, that's nice, but cost of doing business.
It's true. This is for effect, by the way. It's a little warm over here.
Yeah.
We're shooting this in July, so This one is from Kristen White. Hi, Kristen. What made you pick up vocal drumming, and while you're doing the drum solo, what are all the other guys doing backstage?
I don't think I want to know what all the other guys are doing.
I guess I'll answer that.
Yeah, maybe. Although I can think of a few times that they forgot to turn their mics off and I could hear what they were talking about backstage, and it was not complimentary. Why did I pick up vocal drumming? I've been a drummer.
I was driving, that wasn't me.
I can't hear them. I have played real drums since 3rd grade. I was a percussion major. I love being a drummer. I love all aspects of being a drummer and percussionist. And in my life, I love being on stage. But I always felt with a drum set, I was trapped behind there, and I would love to be out in front like the singers get to be. So I think vocal drumming might be my perfect thing that I could ever do on stage, because I could still be at the front of the stage if I want to be, but I still get to be the drummer, and it's just, I don't know, it's just fun.
Mark was in the band as a singer. I remember his audition. This little guy came in and auditioned so well, but he's got an amazing tenor voice too. So, when it was time to go to vocal drumming, it was like, you wanted to take it on, and
yeah, definitely.
And quite well, I have to say.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's fun.
And what do we do backstage? Nothing that interesting. Sometimes, but usually we're talking about the set or something. This is from our good friend Alice Conder.
Hi, Alice.
Mark, do you do your own drum beats, or do you get suggestions from the group?
Good question. I definitely get suggestions from the group, especially when it's a unique arrangement where the arranger, driver, or Steven or whoever is really putting their own spin on the song. And they might have in their head the way they want the drums to sound or the feel or whatever, so I get their suggestions. When we do a song straight off the radio, I'm usually just studying that part, because sometimes we want the song to sound familiar to the audience, so I try to get the drums part to sound familiar to the audience. And aside from that, they give me free rein. We always talk about how our arrangements are put onto software and notation and all that stuff. Not my part. They send me off into a corner with headphones. And sometimes I do get to make up my own part, which is also really cool. In fact, I'm essentially part of the arranging team then for the song.
You get that fee.
And I should get paid as one of the arrangers, right?
Absolutely not. Never.
I agree with him. Yeah, it's fine with me. Recently, we started doing Call Me.
Yes.
And like that one was a little bit
yes. Yeah, that was Call Me is very different from. Part of it is because it really is a 70s throwback. I mean, I realize it came out in 81. But the sound is very disco-y, but it's also disco-y on Nevermind. It's on triplets and the swing feel, and it's very unlike any other beat that Face has ever done. So I was tripping over myself for a while trying to get that beat. So yes, I still am challenged in learning new things and trying new things, and it's very exciting.
Yay!
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Mark.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to try again. Geographic.
Steven, can you do that?
It still doesn't work.
Yep.
Geographic. I'll never learn.
Wow, that's impressive. How do you do that? Awesome.
It's not fair.
Thank you guys for listening to Face with Face on Fridays. We love doing this. It's really fun. Keep the questions coming. You can send them through Facebook, Twitter, whatever you'd like. Keep up with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we'll see you at some shows this year, all right? Take care.
Thanks, everyone.
Well, it's safe to dance. Well, it's safe to dance. Well, it's safe to dance. So it's safe to dance. Come on, safe to dance. Well, it's safe to dance. Safe to dance. Safe to dance.